I'm just going to start off. I'm in the terminal and I'll make a directory. I'll call it using -ESLint. I already have it, so it's going to error out. That command is the same for either Windows, Linux, Mac OS. And then you're going to cd to the directory to change directory to that. Okay, once inside there, now we're going to create an NPM project. So we're going to use NPM, the Node Package Manager. So NPM, let me increase the font, space init. This command creates a file called package.json, so we don't have to create it manually. And it asks a few questions. I usually just press enter. I don't really care, but you can always change later. I say yes. Okay. Now you can open your text editor with this root folder. For example, Visual Studio Code, if you have the code command, space dot meaning current directory. I already have it open, so if I press enter, it will open again. So here it is, Visual Studio Code. I can see there's now a package.json file with all the properties with the values being the answers that were filled, and you can change them here if you want. Okay, now let's install ESLint. Going back to the terminal, you're going to say npm space install space ESLint. Now, people usually like to add these instead of the dependencies property of package.json. They add to the dev dependencies because they like to separate packages that are only used for development versus the ones that are actually needed in production. So if you want to do that, you can add the option here between the install and the name of the package, --save--dev. Okay, now let's go back to Visual Studio Code. And you can see we have now dev dependencies instead of dependencies. ESLint is listed here with version 8.57.0.